We had quite a nice sky a minute ago. And try not to get any water on the church here because I don't want it to be wet. It's just a little bit of blue sky. Keep it fairly light in value as we come down here. I'm going to throw a little bit of orange in there, so I'm going to go for quite a bit of orange in this, maybe blue and orange painting. So I'll need to wait for that to dry, because if I try and do the start at the top here, we'll have a problem. Paint this building here. So there's actually a fence in front of me, but I shall just ignore that. So we're just at the other end of the village now, where I was painting earlier. And painting en plein air, I suppose I do approach it slightly differently because I can use the hairdryer in the studio, whereas here I'll just paint what I can actually paint at the moment that's dry. Put that in while it's damp. I use much thicker paint there because I don't want it to lose its shape. But if it's soft, it might not overpower anything else. So, as that dried, yeah. So we did a similar scene to this as a master study not that long ago. So I'll use the same method I did for that to connect up all these shapes. Maybe even put those spiraling birds climbing up. That was quite good. Could steal that little idea. So it seems to be darker at the top.
Hopefully you're enjoying this video. Please hit that like and subscribe, particularly the subscribe, so you get all my videos and the notification bell. And if you enjoy this style of watercolour, check out my website. The link is in the description, where I've got tier 2 membership, which has access to hundreds of full tutorials with all the reference images. And here's a few of the paintings we've been doing recently. So enjoy the rest of the video, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
I'll do the little detail at the top once that has fully dried. And then into some orange. We'll aim to just grey that off a little bit. let that dry a little bit before I can put any little bits of detail on. So just keep working down, painting one shape into the next shape. So a lot of these rooftops can just melt into one. Just as anywhere where I don't want it to mix, I can just leave a little bit of a white gap. But if it does accidentally go over it, it's not a problem. So that's too bright red. That's too dark. That should actually come across there. Thinned out, let it all melt together. And then, I say, all these rooftops are just all becoming one, really. That's fine. It's all about here anyway. And the rest of that's going to be covered by a tree. It's going to be a bush in here. Bit of pile orange dotted about. So it's thick paint now, straight from the tube, to get these little bits of detail in. So there's a little dark under there. And I find it's best to do these little details while the paper's damp, and then they don't look like they're just stuck on. So you did those with pencil. Got that slightly wrong. It's just melts into there. Try and not lose that crisp edge. Just put a wash over this side. Might just do a little bit of work on that when it's dried. So let's knock that tone value down a little bit, or darken it, should I say. So what appealed to me with this scene was the light coming through these branches. It was so bright and great. So that's what I'm going to try and achieve here. So plenty of that white paper to come through. Ivy, I think, going up the side of that building. Strong dark in there. And we can just about see a tree on the other side there. And then the cockerel and the weather vane. Very tip of the brush to try and get a fine line there. It's dried a bit now, so I can push those darks. And I can just tidy up the top of that, make it a little bit sharper. And we can see some bricks. So, birds. Why not? Just warm it up a little bit in areas. So just that little bit of warmth and detail. There you go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Please do hit the like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description and watch this video next if you enjoyed this one, because you're going to love this one.